Let's start with something really easy. We're gonna look at bread. Now, bread is really easy to calculate the calories because you can see every package of bread tells you how many calories are in each slice. So we're using rye bread as an example. You can see it's 80 calories per slice. So all you need to do is keep track of how many slices you had and multiply it by the calories per slice. So one thing to keep in mind from slices of bread is actually the calories that come from fiber. Now, I don't want to get into detail here. I'm gonna have a separate video that gets into should you count calories in fiber. But if you ever see a slice of bread where it seems too good to be true and it's telling you that it's 30 calories a slice and it has a ton of fiber, just know they're subtracting out those fiber calories. So now let's move on to pasta. This video would be 10 times better with a real box of pasta. Beer, ketchup, beans. Got it. Now what I'm going to show you here is a 3-step process. Step 1, you're going to weigh out the ingredient. Step 2, you're going to figure out how many servings you just weighed out. And then step 3, you'll be able to calculate the calories. Okay, so like I said, the first step is I'm going to weigh out my pasta. So I come to my food scale, tear it to 0, pour my pasta in, and I see that it's 185 grams. I write that down and I know I just used 185 grams. Now, step 2 is to figure out how many servings that is. So I'm going to take my 185 and divide it by 56 to figure out that I just weighed out 3.30 servings of pasta. So now we go to step 3. Now that we know we have 3.303 servings of pasta, all we need to do is multiply it by 200 calories. As you can see on the back of the box of pasta, it is 200 calories per serving. We have 3.303 servings times 200 calories per serving, which gives us 660 calories for that serving we just weighed out. Now, I just want to say this part again. This formula can be used with literally anything that there is a nutrition fact on the back and something that you could weigh onto a food scale. Now, you might be thinking this isn't that practical because I weighed out my pasta dry, and you're thinking you're going to cook your pasta and you don't know how much you're going to eat of it. That's not a problem because we already know that the pasta is going to be 660 calories. Now you have more than enough information to do the same formula I just showed you and figure out how many calories are in your cooked pasta. So let's start with mayo. I take my wrap right here and I use as much mayo as I'd like. The only thing I need to know is how much did I use. I used 12 grams of mayo. So all you have to know to do is do the grams you used divided by the grams in a serving times the calories per serving. That's the magic formula. Once you learn how to do that, you're going to be so accurate and things are just going to be really easy. Let me come over to my calculator and do 12 divided by 15. So 12 divided by 15, I used 0.8 of a serving multiplied by the calories per serving, which is 35 calories. So lastly, protein. We're actually going to start at the end here. All you have to do for your protein is take the total calories that you used in whatever dish you made and divide it by the total weight. So we're going to start with the end product here. I'm going to show you that I weighed out 1,100 grams of cooked chicken. Now we can go back to my chart here and see, okay, there's the 1,100. Now we just need to figure out how many calories we used. So I look at the chicken, it's 3.5 pounds of chicken. I have that written down and I could see how much sauce I used. In this case, I used 4.66 servings. So I used chicken, I used sauce, I calculated my calories right here on this chart where you can see that I used 3.35 pounds of chicken and it's 525 calories per pound of chicken. I used a little bit of Pam and kept track of that. If you used oil, you can keep track yourself. And I used 4.66 servings of sauce, which came out to 140 calories. So to come full circle, we added up all of our calories and figured out we used 2,050 calories total. We divided by the total weight that I showed you, 1,100 calories. And now we know the magic number that it's 1.86 calories per gram of chicken. So now I'm going to show you in any meal you make, you weigh out your chicken just like this, and you just have to multiply it by 1.86 because you did your calculation already. So I'm going to show you on the calculator, 152 grams of chicken I just used times 1.86 calories per gram, and we can see we got 282 calories of chicken. Okay, well, I know that seems like a lot, but once you start doing these calculations, I promise they're really easy. It's really just the grams you use divided by the grams in a serving, and then multiply that by the calories per serving. That's literally the formula, and once you start doing that, you'll see that you can be really accurate. And the whole point of being accurate is that if you want to gain weight, if you want to lose weight, or if you want to stay the same weight, at least you know how to count calories, and then you can adjust from there. And I actually went on a diet for like 4 or 5 weeks, and I calculated my calories every day. I tracked my weight, and now I know how many calories it takes me to stay the same weight. So it's really nice to know that. So then you know you can eat less than that to lose weight, more to gain weight. You know, I'm not over here saying I'm some jack dude with a six-pack by any means. I'll show you in later videos. You know, I used to be like 250 pounds, and now I'm more like 180. That's really why I try to do these videos, to help people. You can have a happy medium. You can know how to count calories and have like an estimate in your head every day where, you know, you try to get to a certain amount of calories just to live your life. You know, 9 out of 10 days, try to get to that calorie number. And, you know, who cares? You know, do the best you can do.